What started me thinking about the school was my son, Kenneth Gordon. He was having trouble in public school, and he needed a regular school that would teach him the way that he learned. I think the clincher was when my son, who was then reading at grade 5 level, in grade 5, was introduced by the teacher to another parent as one of her slow students. So I decided that there should be a school for these children where they're understood. Before I started the school, when I was tutoring, I knew that we could make a difference with the school because the children just bloomed whenever they were tutored. One child's IQ jumped from 60 to 90. So I knew these children could learn. In fact, they were more gifted than the average child. When I first started the school, I rented a tiny Baptist church in New Westminster. It had 4 tutoring rooms or offices. So what we did was have 2 classes, and we only had about 12 children. So we divided the children for the grades and built each child an office, a 4-foot office, so they wouldn't be distracted by the other children. Some of the hurdles that we encountered were funding, of course. We were lucky to have the local initiatives program, which paid us $2 an hour, so that's what everybody got. One of the things we knew was that these children did not learn just by visual and auditory programs as they taught in school. So all of ours were multisensory. We got multisensory maps, and almost all the programs were verbal with things that they could actually do so that they could learn that way. Because they learn beautifully, they just don't learn the way the school teaches. All the new technologies and everything are just wonderful. And I think it's particularly good for these children because the old book way doesn't really work too well for them. One of the personal things that I think of when I look around and see the Kenneth Gordon School and see all the children laughing and working is that I had always sort of dreamt of this, but had never, ever thought that it would happen. Certainly not in my lifetime. And it's just so wonderful to come here and see that it has happened and that all these children are benefiting and that all these parents are just so dedicated and working so hard. The biggest success of all, I think, for me was seeing the children's personality change. They would come in as shy children with poor self-concepts, and they would turn into bubbly, happy children that were sure of themselves and didn't mind making mistakes. They knew that was part of it, and they just bloomed. It was wonderful. And I think they're still doing that in the Kenneth Gordon School here, so I hear.
Hello, my name is Jason McIntyre. I'm 13 years old. Before I came to Kenneth Gordon, I was really depressed about my school. I was struggling to keep up with my grades. I was literally a C- student. I'm at Kenneth Gordon and I'm really happy to be here. Teachers help us, we get education, my grades are up. I have friends that like me for who I am. I feel really included and I feel like I'm wanted here.
As things change, we need a different focus on different things in education, and that's being done here. I'm very, very happy about it.